Good morning to all the students of class 8. Most welcome to all of you in this video lecture. This is Karnesh Misra, subject teacher of social study from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Dear students, once again I am going to start from the first chapter of social study to all of you in order to clear your concept related to the particular chapters. So today I am going to start the first chapter of social study, that is natural resources. Dear students, in these chapters we will study about the resources which we get from the natures and the classifications of the natural resources on the basis of their origin, on the basis of their stage of development, on the basis of their renewability, on the basis of their distribution, and also on the basis of their availability. So dear students, first questions which comes in our minds when we go to study these chapters, that what is resources? So anything that is found in natures and has some value or for humans use or use for humans are called resources. Okay, so let's start the chapters with an introductions. Dear students, have you ever wondered about the things that you use in your daily life, and where do they come from? Have you ever thinks that the have you ever thinks in regard of it that whatever you use, where from do they come? Anything that is found in nature and had and has some value और यूज फॉर ह्यूमंस आर कॉल्ड रिसोर्सेज. प्रकृति के द्वारा वे सारी चीज़ें जो हमें जो है प्राप्त होती हैं, जो हमारे उपयोग में जो आती हैं, जिनका हम उपयोग करते हैं, उसे क्या कहते हैं? रिसोर्सेज कहते हैं. इन हिंदी इट इज कॉल्ड संसाधन. ओके डियर स्टूडेंट्स, सो आर कॉल्ड रिसोर्सेज. whatever we use becomes resources only when its properties are recognized. Some resources also becomes economically valuable with the times. Thus time and technology are the two important factors that are responsible for changing things. Many of the available resources are being overused, which may lead to their exhaustion. Let's find out more about them in these chapters. Dear students, resources can be of three broad types. First we have learned that what is resources. Anything that is found in nature and has some value or use for humans are called resources. So anything becomes resources when we use it or when it becomes useful for all of us. Okay, so anything that is found in the natures and has some value or use for humans are called the resources. So resources can be of three broad types: natural resources, human resources, and human made resources. So there are three types of resources: natural resources, human resources, and human made resources. Now in these chapters we will study about the first ones in details about the natural resources. So dear students, the pattern of the resources utilizations help us to make the right choice in resource development to create wealth and sustain further development. So the natural resources are those resources that occur naturally and support life are called the natural resources. Those resources which are occurred naturally and support lives are called natural resources. For examples, water, air, and sunlight. These things we get from the natures. Okay, so natural resources also includes minerals, fossil fuels, forests, etc. that satisfy the human wants. We need waters for our daily activities. Besides plants and factories also needs waters. When we extract minerals from the rock, such as iron ore or coal, they become the resources. However, in ancient times when human did not have the technology to extract the minerals, the same rocks were not the resources as they had no value. So some natural resources can be immediately utilized are air, water, fish, fresh fruits and vegetables. These things also comes in the category of natural resources. Other resources have to be processed to make them useful to man. The iron or copper required for various industries obtained by smelting their ores. So even the fuel we use to run our vehicles or the gas we require to cook food has to be processed before it can be used. So then only these resources acquire value and fulfill our needs. Okay students, so all those resources which we get from the nature or which occur naturally and support life are called the natural resources. For example, waters, air, sunlight, these all are the natural resources. Natural resources also includes minerals, fossil fuels, forest, etc. that satisfy the human wants. We need water for our daily activities. Beside this, plants and factories are also needs water. Water is a natural resources. Similarly, when we extract minerals from the rocks such as iron ore, coal, they become the resources. Okay students, so natural resources can be classified on the basis of their origin. It can also be further it can also be divided on the basis of their stage of development. We can also divide the natural resources on the basis of their renewability. We can also divide the natural resources on the basis of their distributions and on the basis of their availability. So let's study about these in details on the basis of origin. Dear students, how many types of natural resources are there on the basis of their origin? So let's study about it. Dear students, on the basis of origin, natural resources can be classified into biotic and abiotic resources. What is the biotic resources? Biotic resources are all biologicals or living beings such as plant, animals, insects, etc. are the examples of biotic resources or biotic natural resources. Abiotic resources includes all physical or non-living things such as land, minerals, soil, water and climate. These all are the examples of abiotic resources. So abiotic resources includes all the physical non-living things such as minerals, soil, waters and climate. Okay students, so once again I am going to explain you that resources, what is resources? Resource, anything that is found in nature and has some value or use for humans are called resources. How many kinds of resources are there? Resources can be of three broad types. First one is the natural resources, second is the human resource and third is the human made resources. First one is the natural resources. Dear students, all the things that which occurs naturally or which we get from the natures are called natural resources. So natural resources are those resources that occur naturally and support life. For example, water, air and sunlight are the examples of natural resources. Natural resources includes also minerals, fossil fuels, forests, etc. that satisfy the human wants. We need water for our daily activities. Beside these, plants and factory also need waters. Water is natural resources. Similarly, when we extract minerals from the rocks such as iron ore or coal, they become the resources. Natural resources can be classified on the basis of their origin. On the basis of origin, there are two types of natural resources, biotic resources and abiotic resources. What is biotic resources? Biotic resources are all the biological or living beings such as plants, animals, insects, etc. are the examples of biotic resources. Abiotic resources are those resources which includes all the physical or non-living things like such as land, minerals, soil, waters, climates, etc. Okay, students. Next, we are going to study about the classification of natural resources on the basis of their stage of development. Okay, students. So, on the basis of their stage of development, there are two kinds of natural resources: actual resources and potential resources. So, the questions comes in our minds comes that what is actual resources and what is the differences between actual and potential resources. So dear students, on the basis of their stage of development, natural resources can also be divided into actual and potential resources. So the resources whose quantity and quality are known to us, are known as actual resources. For example, oil reserves, electrics or hydel power. These are deposition of iron ore, etc. are the example of actual resources. So those resources whose quality and quantity is known to us are called actual resources. Example of actual resources are oil reserve, hydroelectric, hydel power, deposition of iron ore, etc. are the example of actual resources. And what is potential resources? Dear students, what are potential resources? On the other hand, वहीं दूसरी तरफ हम कह सकते हैं those resources that are known to exist but have not been used as yet are called potential resources. For example, waterfalls, winds and solar energy are the potential resources. Windmill spread along the Indian coastlines have a potentials for the greater development. Biofuel as an alternative fuel is another potential resources. Okay, students, is it clear? Next, on the basis of renewability, dear students, on the basis of renewability, there are two types of natural resources: renewable resources and non-renewable natural resources. So, what is the renewable natural resources? On the basis of their renewability, natural resources can be categorized into renewable and non-renewable resources. Soil, water and forest that can be renewed or replenished quickly are called renewable resources. Okay, students, so soil, water, forest, these all are the example of renewable resources. Why these are called renewable resources? Because it can be renewed or replenished quickly. What are the non-renewable resources? So on the other hand, resources like iron ore, gold, petroleum, coal, etc. that are depleted and cannot develop quickly are known as non-renewable resources. These may take millions of years to form. So the resources which take millions of years to form are called non-renewable resources. I hope now it is clear to all of you. Next one we are going to study. Okay, on the basis of their availability, natural resources can be continuous, such as resources are always available and do not rely on human action. So solar energy and tidal energy are example of continuous resources. Okay, students, these all are the example of continuous resources. Based on their availability, natural resources can be continuous resources. Such resources are always available and do not rely on human actions. For example, solar energy and tidal energy are example of continuous resources. Now, resources can be classified on the basis of their distributions. On the basis of their distributions, dear students, they can be ubiquitous or localized resources. So what is ubiquitous resources and what is localized resources? Resources like the airs we breathe, water we drink, and sunlight that are found everywhere are called ubiquitous resources. So resources which are easily available everywhere are called ubiquitous resources. On the other hand, the resources that are found only on certain places are called localized resources. For examples, copper and iron ore. So copper and iron ore are the examples of localized resources. Okay. Now, distributions of natural resources. While natural resources are available widely, they are not available everywhere. So some resources might be abundantly available in certain parts of the world and not in the other parts because of uneven distributions of natural resources, reasons being the different landforms and climatic conditions the world over. Also, the number of the peoples living in an area and their dependence on the natural resources vary. Moreover, technology and money are required to convert naturally occurring raw materials into resources and then into human made resources. The resources also change over time. Okay, students, so we have studied about all these things. Once again, I am going to recap whatever you have learned by going through first phase of these chapters. Dear students, first I have explained you that what is resource? Anything that is found in nature and has some value or use for humans are called resources. वे सारी चीजें, क्या वो सारी वस्तुएं जो हम प्रकृति द्वारा प्राप्त करते हैं, जिनका जो है क्या होता है, उपयोगिता होता है, जो हमारे उपयोग में जो आते हैं, उन्हें जो क्या कहते हैं, रिसोर्सेज, संसाधन कहते हैं. रिसोर्सेज तीन तरह के होते हैं. रिसोर्सेज कैन बी ऑफ थ्री ब्रॉड टाइप्स. व्हाट आर दीज? नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज, ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज एंड ह्यूमन मेड रिसोर्सेज. यानी प्राकृतिक संसाधन, ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज मानवीय संसाधन, ह्यूमन मेड रिसोर्सेज मानवकृत यानी मनुष्य द्वारा बनाए गए जो होते हैं रिसोर्सेज होते हैं, उसे ह्यूमन मेड रिसोर्सेज कहते हैं. नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज है क्या? सो द रिसोर्सेज विच ऑकर्स नेचुरली एंड सपोर्ट लाइफ. वे संसाधन जिसको हम प्राकृतिक रूप से प्रकृति से जो है प्राप्त करते हैं और जो लाइफ को सपोर्ट करते हैं, उसे क्या कहते हैं? नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज कहते हैं. एग्जाम्पल क्या है? एग्जाम्पल ऑफ नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज आर वाटर, एयर एंड सनलाइट. Water, air and sunlight, we get these from natures, or these things, water, air and sunlight occur naturally and supports the life. So these all are the example of natural resources. Natural resources includes minerals, fossil fuels and forest that satisfy the human wants, and when we extract minerals from the रॉक्स सच एज आयरन और कोल, जब हम पर्वतों से जो है आयरन और लौह अयस्क यानी उसको खुद कर लौह अयस्क और कोयला जो है निकालते हैं, दे बिकम रिसोर्सेज. तो वो भी जो है बिकम संसाधन जो हो जाते हैं, प्राकृतिक रिसोर्सेज प्रकृति द्वारा प्राप्त होते हैं. सो हाउएवर इन एंशिएंट टाइम्स, प्राचीन समय में क्या था? ह्यूमंस डिड नॉट हैव द टेक्नोलॉजी टू एक्सट्रैक्ट मिनरल्स. आदमी के पास वो तकनीकी नहीं थी कि जो है मिनरल्स यानी खनिज पदार्थ को निकाल सके. सो द सम रॉक्स वेयर नॉट रिसोर्सेज एज दे हैड नो वैल्यू. कुछ रॉक्स जो क्या रिसोर्सेज नहीं थे क्योंकि उनका वैल्यू नहीं था, बिकॉज एट दैट टाइम्स humans do not have technology to extract resources from the rocks. Okay, on the basis of natural resources can be classified on the basis of their origin, on the basis of their stage of development, on the basis of their renewability, on the basis of origin, on the basis of their stage of development, on the basis of their renewability, on the basis of their distribution, and also on the basis of their availability. So we can divide natural resources in 5 way. हम लोग 5 तरीके से जो है नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज को जो है क्लासिफाइड कर सकते हैं, वर्गीकृत कर सकते हैं. So first one, on the basis of origin. Dear students, on the basis of origin there are two kinds of natural resources, biotic and abiotic resources. Okay, what is biotic resources? Biotic resources क्या है? The resources, all the biologicals or living things such as plants, animals, insects, etc. are the biotic resources, biotic natural resources, and all the abiotic, all the physicals or non-living things such as land, minerals, soils, waters, and climates are the examples of abiotic natural resources. Okay, students, got it? So you can write it in this way also, on the basis of their origin. Abiotic on the basis of dear students, on the basis of stage of development, stage of development के अनुसार दो तरह के नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज होते हैं. वो क्या होता है? एक्चुअल और पोटेंशियल. एक्चुअल और पोटेंशियल रिसोर्सेस होता है. तो चलिए हम इसके बारे में पढ़ते हैं. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर स्टेज ऑफ डेवलपमेंट देयर आर टू काइंड्स ऑफ नेचुरल रिसोर्सेस, एक्चुअल रिसोर्सेस एंड पोटेंशियल रिसोर्सेस. एक्चुअल रिसोर्सेस क्या है? द natural the resources whose quantity and quality is known to us is called actual resources. वे resources जिसकी quantity and quality हमको पता होती है उसे actual resources कहते हैं. and those natural resources whose quantity and quality is not known to us is called potential resources. उसे क्या कहते हैं? potential resources, natural resources कहते हैं. अब actual natural resources है उसका क्या example है? Okay, students, so the resources whose quantity and quality are known to us are called actual resources. For example, oil resource, hydroelectric or tidal power, depositions of iron ore, etc. are the example of actual resources. On the other hand, potential resources are those resources that are known to us, that are known to exist but have not been used as yet. For example, waterfalls, winds and solar energy are potential resources. Windmills spread along the Indian coastlines have potentials for the greater development. Biofuels as an alternative fuel is another potential resources. Okay, students, on the basis of renewability there are two kinds of natural resources, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. I have explained you about it, that the resources which can be renewed or replenished easily are called renewable resources, and the resources which cannot be renewed or replenished are called non-renewable resources. So for examples, dear students, soil, water and forest that can be renewed or replenished quickly are called renewable resources. On the other hand, resources like iron ore, gold, petroleum, coal, etc. that are depleted and cannot develop quickly are known as the non-renewable resources. They may take million of years to form. इनको बनने में मिलियन ईयर्स लग जाता है, तो इसे क्या कहते हैं, नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज कहते हैं. नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज का एग्जांपल जो है क्या क्या है, उदाहरण क्या है, आयरन और गोल्ड, पेट्रोलियम, कोल, these all are the example of non renewable resources. अब aqueous और localized resources क्या है, resources can be classified also on the basis of their distributions. यानी कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस के आधार पर भी दो तरह के जो है नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज होते हैं. दे कैन बी aqueous और localized. aqueous रिसोर्सेज होता है, localized रिसोर्सेज होता है. प्रश्न उठता है कि aqueous रिसोर्सेज क्या है. रिसोर्सेज लाइक द एयर वी ब्रेथ, हवा जो हम सांस लेते हैं, एंड द वाटर वी ड्रिंक, पानी जो हम पीते हैं, एंड सनलाइट्स दैट आर फाउंड एवरीवेयर आर aqueous रिसोर्सेज. और यू कैन से दैट द रिसोर्सेज विच आर इजिली अवेलेबल एवरीवेयर इज कॉल्ड aqueous रिसोर्सेज. बट द रिसोर्सेज दैट आर फाउंड ओनली ऑन सर्टेन प्लेसेस, वे रिसोर्सेज जो किसी निश्चित जगह पर ही पाए जाते हैं, उन्हें क्या कहते हैं, लोकलाइज्ड रिसोर्सेज कहते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल्स कॉपर एंड आयरन ओर, these are the examples of localized resources because these are found at certain places. Distribution of natural resources. Dear students, I have explained you that while natural resources are available widely, they are not available everywhere. Some resources might be evidently available in certain parts of the world and not in the other parts because of uneven distributions of natural resources. That's all. Thank you for listening me. Have a great day to all of you. Okay, students.